to hell on earth. The experience, however, fueled her unquenchable thirst to reach out to people, to save people from what was happening to them, to walk with them in the midst of their personal darkness. And one of the great revelations to me is that in her work, she found, by walking into the darkness, the loneliness, the abandonment of another person's life, she was able to experience that darkness and discover the light of God's love. Riding that colt is not unlike the story of our own lives. Our lives can be a wild ride. They can be a calm ride, but they will always be unpredictable. Sometimes we will feel within the calm places the gift of the blessing of God's Spirit. Other times, in the midst of the wild times, the unpredictable, we will feel lost, abandoned, alone, without the gift of God's presence. But we must always know that God never abandons. God never walks away. God always is present, even though in our humanness we may feel that. And so as we live through this week, filled with contradictions, filled with the jubilant welcome of Jesus into Jerusalem, and ending with the awful consequences of Jesus feeling alone, abandoned, and forgotten, even by God, there is yet another chapter to the story as God's light shines in to Jesus' own darkest hours, and the gift of joy, the gift of resurrection, the gift of new life becomes the story of God's people. And it is also our story. Light, resurrection, new day. Beyond every darkest hour, there is the new day. Amen. Let us now share in the giving of tithes and offerings, the giving of our time and talent, and the giving of the presents, the gifts of our lives. Not only do we give to support God's work in this place, but we give also to support